Hello, hello, welcome back to the Football Corner. Welcome back to another live stream, another show, another video on the channel. Big ups to everybody that is tuned in nice and early. Oh my god, my finger slipped. Sorry about that, my finger slipped, man. I don't know what happened there. It went on the video place, it saw that video, I uploaded it to the StreamYard and it slipped. I apologize, guys, but listen, big up to everybody that's tuned in nice and early. Listen, big ups to you all. Make sure you're doing one thing for me, smashing that like button, subscribe as well, and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we go live, every time we post a video, and we post on the community tab. Big ups to the panel that is with me as well today, where we are going to be speaking about Arsenal's 3-0 win against Bournemouth. We're going to be speaking about penalty decisions. We're going to be speaking about disallowed goals. Everything we're going to be speaking about it today. So make sure you're sticking with us for this video. And I am joined by the main guys themselves. Yeah, I'm joined by Giuseppe. G stands for what does the G stand for again? Grazie. The G. I am joined by G. Let me do that again. I am joined by G, and the G stands for Grazie in the building. I am joined by my Maghrebi brother, the none other than the main man himself, Ash, and we are joined by the main man himself, half-time
fraud.
Yeah.
Oh, Hooks, yeah.
Fraud,
Okay.
but big up to him. Listen, big up. I had to play that video because every time I see Hooks, bro, I just think of that video, bro, of Habits just going crazy, celebrating everything. Right now, listen, he was cooking something and we weren't, bro. Clearly, we were behind the curve. Do you know what I mean?
He wasn't cooking shit. He was bigging Kai Havertz even as a midfielder. Sorry, Kai Havertz was
trying to tell you, man. There's certain things
you're spitting now, actually.
YouTube's ruined for me. Certain things, man.
But
now I can't read the words football heritage without fucking hearing Hamza. I swear to God, bro. Football heritage. I just hear Hamza. I swear it's mad.
I got a stat for you, Ash. I know you're.
Oh, here we go. Can we leave it until we get to the Havertz section?
No, it's not even about Havertz.
There you are.
Oh,
it's a stat you like. It's a stat you will like, yeah. Bukayo Saka, yeah, is the first Arsenal player since Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang to score 20 goals for Arsenal, and the first Englishman since Theo Walcott in 2012-13 season to score 20 goals.
I saw that
for Arsenal.
And
it's really good.
Ian Wright. And you got that one with Ian Wright, the first Englishman in the Premier League to score so many with Ian Wright.
Just have to give it to Saka, man. Have to give it to him, man. Just had to share that with you.
What do you mean, give it to him? I would give it to him, but my criticism still stands.
LFC for the double, just to confirm, we're saying that Hooks was wrong in regards to him backing him at midfield. So
no, I backed him everywhere.
He was backing him, and he was.
No, this is what you man are doing. Wait. This is what you man are doing. This is what you man are doing.
That's why we're saying
what do you mean?
Wrong, because
it's what you man are doing.
In midfield, he's been absolutely garbage.
Don't make me do Kendrick. Don't make me do a Kendrick. I'll do a Kendrick.
Oh my God! Here we go.
You can do a Kendrick or Drake. You're still wrong.
I'll drop the rhythms. Yeah, I was not wrong. Yeah. Do you know what? Let me prove it. Yeah, I was not wrong. Yeah.
Bro, he was backing Havertz like a baddie in a rave, bro.
No. I backed Havertz. Yeah, everywhere. I backed Havertz everywhere. Do you know why I backed Havertz everywhere? Because I backed Havertz. Yeah. Even when you man were like, no, what? Why is Leandro playing in the 8 and Havertz playing in the 9? Or Leandro Trossard should be playing in the 9. Why is Havertz playing in the 9? What are you saying about that?
Yes.
What are you saying about that? We've said. You're literally, by the way, nothing you're saying contradicts our opinions.
You're not even
contradicts our thoughts.
Bro, you're not even proving us wrong. Hooks, you're not proving us wrong.
You said nothing that proves us wrong.
We
What?
said that we
Remember when Havertz played in the
agree,
8 and interchanged with Leandro Trossard and you
listen,
man were
we
baffed and I
agree
called
that
it
you were
before?
cooking. We
Was he good?
agree
Was
that
he
you
good
were
in midfield
cooking
then?
something. Hold on. We
Was he good in
agree you
midfield
were
then?
cooking. Hooks, 1 second. You gotta let me speak, my brother. We agree with you saying that cooking something. We say that you were cooking something when you said that he should be playing up top. You said that he should be playing in the striker position. What we disagree with is the fact that you said he should be playing in midfield. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny? Do you know what's actually funny? Yeah. None of us here are managers. Yeah. None of us here
That
are
means
managers.
fuck all.
But you
That
know,
means
but you
fuck
know,
all.
but you know what our manager does do? Sometimes he plays him in the 8. So how's about that? So until any of you, man, can do something better than Arteta, how's about you step back and stop
Here we
talking
go.
about Havertz?
So let me. Okay, sorry. By your logic, Hooks.
Give me a
let
minute.
me
I'll
go
fix
and
my
get-
headset
let
and then
me
I'll
go and
cook
get-
Hooks. Give me a minute.
No. It's not even just fix your headset. Let me just go and get some UEFA B coaching licenses,
No.
and then I'll be back for you, and then we can talk then. Once I'm a
do something
qualified
better.
coach, then we can go and do it.
Hey, that Ash picture, he's either rapping at top bins or he's Sky in that, bro. No, them ones. I want to know what happened after that shot.
Anyway, listen, Bournemouth 3-0. An amazing game, to be honest. I think we were dominant in the first half, dominant from the start. I was so happy with the team, so happy with the boys, the performance that they put out there for us. You know, they made me proud.
There was a point
This
in the
was
first half
a
96%
this,
possession.
eh?
There was a point in the first half where we had 96% possession.
Yeah, 96. It was crazy. It was crazy. And listen, I think for us that was complete domination, complete and utter domination. I think that this game normally would have been a banana skin for us, and normally this is an area where the pressure gets to you, because it's last 3 games you have to win all of them, and even the pressure's not off yet, because the pressure gets to a whole another level next week when we go to Old Trafford. That's going to be a whole nother level of pressure because of never winning there or haven't won there for a
I think
minute.
that'd be easy. I think we played our hardest.
Hooks, calm down. Hooks, calm down, because you always do this stuff, and then you're getting clipped. You're getting clipped on Ahwa, and I'm taking the brunt force of what you
said. The only reason why I don't take the brunt is because I don't get invited on Ahalwa. You know, I'm more than fine to take the brunt in the coffee shop myself, innit? But by the way, I said even before this game, I said that Bournemouth was our hardest remaining fixture, and I still believe that, because out of our remaining fixtures, Bournemouth was the only team that actually plays ball. And now I'm looking at Man United's team, and even Maguire's out now. They don't have any centre backs, bro. Like, why am I fearing a no centre back?
There you are, man.
A zero centre back Man United. No, I don't care. I don't fear them. They won't beat us. We'll smoke. Do you know what? I don't care. Do you know what? I'm gonna enjoy the remainder of the season.
Thank you, T. One win in 18 years. One win in 18 years.
And how many of them 18 years did they have the strong Man United? Let's not do that, because the Man United
they haven't had the strong Man United. They haven't had the strong Man United since 2016 and 2017.
Well, tell me how many Man Uniteds we've gone there. Do you know what? Because you want to throw out generic stats. Go and find me the stat of how many times we've gone to Old Trafford to play Man United and they've had 0 centre backs. Find me that stat, then we can talk.
Oh my god. Wallahi, this is crazy. But anyway, listen. Yeah, I think it was a very good game from us. But lads, how are you lot feeling about the game? Don't go into the situations like the penalties and the disallowed goal, because we're gonna speak about that separately. Do you know what I mean? But
bro,
just overall play.
I'm gassed. 3-0. I called it, Sad. I called it in the thing. I said 3-0. Shout out T every time, because he carries on his judge of when he says we can see the goal, we keep a clean sheet. Keep that up. Because he said 2-1, I think. Yeah, man. Dominant, bro. Rhea Ripley settings. If you don't know, then you don't know. If you know, you know, bro. Rhea Ripley settings. Rhea Ripley, bro.
These fake wrestlers now that don't matter.
Bro, how do you know who it is then? How do you know it was wrestling, bro?
Because I know it's wrestling. Because I know you.
Yeah, come on. Yeah, Rhea Ripley settings, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, bro. Dominant. First half, we should have been out of sight, out of mind. Should have been like 5 up. Second half, went a bit back and forth. But even in the second half, like there was a chance right at the start of the second half. Saka has to be scoring that. Like I know, obviously he probably didn't realize he had much time, but he should have been taking his time because that was like, bro, man was there on his own. Man was there in the box on his own, just the keeper in front of him. Took it first time. So yeah, listen, don't worry, LFC, bro. Yeah, don't be talking about Rio like that. Yeah, But anyway, yeah, I was happy with that, man. I was happy. Listen, there's all the controversy aside. We were dominant, bro.
Yeah,
like the way we're going through these games, like it's coming to the point now where we're actually starting to feel like not we're not Man City yet.
Nah, carry on, bro. Carry on. Red Bull vodka's a joker. Wallahi, Red Bull vodka's always coming in here screaming at me, bro. Wallahi, he's always coming in here screaming, bro. I'm like, bro, Red Bull vodka. Wallahi, what did I do to you, bro? Please, just have some belief, Red Bull vodka. Have some belief, man.
Bro, we're coming in these games now like Man City, bro. Like we're actually when I'm watching us now, we're starting to become like Man City, and by that I mean like we're just literally the better team in every game, bro. We're just like there comes a game where you're watching it after like 20-30 minutes, you're like, bro, these men are winning. Brother asking if I'm single, bro. Well, I go on for is that a woman or is that a man, bro?
Yes, it is a woman.
Oh, it's a woman. Listen, privacy. No, I'm joking. Yeah, no, I'm not single. Why?
There you are.
Listen, am I getting moved to? Yeah. Don't
Nah,
gas me up.
Listen, I'm joking, bro. I'm joking. It's a man.
Yeah, even so, bro. Listen, don't gas me up, bro. If you're trying to move to me, yeah, I'm doing something right, you know. But pause.
But you know what? Yeah,
he had to pause it now because it's a viral. Like.
What you're saying, Giuseppe. Yeah. Do you know what I've decided? Yeah. Next season, before the first game, I'm making a bet that Arsenal are gonna go invincible.
No, man, this guy, bro.
Relax.
Oh my God!
Why do we do this, bro? Why does Hooks always do this, bro?
I'm thinking of putting £20 on it. You know, £20. Arsenal go invincible.
Hey, listen, you're joking.
You know what? Do it, bro. Because if you actually win, I'll be so happy for you, and I'll be so happy for myself, bro. Because I'll go invincible twice. But meanwhile, these motherfuckers ain't done it once, bro.
No, but you know what? Yeah, there's a bit of logic to it. Yeah, there's a bit of logic to it. Yeah. Do you man know? Yeah, that in the last 17 games, we've only lost once.
Yeah, but we still conceded goals, though.
No, what? What does conceded goals?
Sorry. I don't even know why I said conceded goals. I know we've lost once in the last.
We've only lost once in the last 17 games.
But can you maintain that though?
City have been more dominant with us than us, and they've lost games in previous.
I can't lie, Red Bull vodka.
They got Centurions. Bro.
You're right to shout, bro. My bad. You're right to shout. I don't know. You might have knew subconsciously that this take was coming. Yeah. That's why you were shouting for the jump.
I don't believe that we'll win the league. I believe that. I don't believe we'll win the league. I believe we'll win our last 2 games, but I don't. At this current moment in time, especially after what I saw Man City do to Wolves, like they completely obliterated them, and then I have a feeling that Fulham don't really have much to play for, so they'll probably obliterate them as well. And then, I mean, we've all seen the way that Tottenham's freeing up their batty for everybody. If Ange plays that high line against Man City, is going to be crucifixion settings. Yeah,
I wouldn't say that, to be honest.
And then West Ham, after what I saw Chelsea do to West Ham, by the way, Man City are going to fist them up. So I don't see. I know my money was on either Fulham or Tottenham making.
I said yesterday on Mo's stream though. I said I think our best bet of Tottenham getting anything from City is them actually dropping points and losing or dropping points in all the games before City, because then that's when kind of like a performance has to come out of somewhere. You know what? You can't just keep losing, bro. Performance will come, and it's like a bogey team for them. Normally, no, not anyone else, no. But
them man are getting fisted, bro.
But they probably
Listen,
will. Listen, I'm not counting on it. I've been fit, bro. From when we beat Spurs, the way we beat Spurs, yeah, I knew that we weren't winning the league, because I was like, these man, they're not beating City. They were the only chance of them getting something from City for me, at their ground and stuff. And I was just like, apart from that, I can't see anything. So from that result of how we played, yeah, I can't.
I just really hope they don't look at it like this. I really hope that they don't look at it like, okay, sorry, I'm just looking at it like this. Yeah, I hope that they don't say, okay, we got City coming up. Let's just take our licks from that game, and then let's just and then after that we've got what Sheffield and Burnley. So
wait,
is
Man City their next is Man City their next game?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, they're getting fist up.
Let me see. Is it
their next? Nah, they've got Burnley. They've got Burnley. They've got a little recovery one, man. Little recovery win. Something. They got Burnley. Then
yeah, one second. Let me just.
Burnley might even beat them as well, bro.
Yeah, they got Burnley, City, and Sheffield United, bro. I've been looking, bro.
They got Burnley, City, and Sheffield United. Wow.
Bro, Burnley might even beat them. Like it's shambolic. I can't like.
So wait, but let's think about it using our brains, yeah. So they play Burnley, and they smack them like 6-0, yeah. And then they get a boost off of that going into the game against Man City, and they get a boost, and then they're high on confidence at that point. And then you know what I mean,
they get a draw. They won't beat them.
All they need to do is get a draw, bro. That's all they need to do. Now, I listen. I'm in the camp of I think they're gonna get pumped anyway.
Yeah,
but there's still a 1% chance for me that they can do something. You know what I mean?
Well, going for Donna in this chat
game. I'm gonna keep one eye on that game in regards to. I'm actually doing a watch along for it. I might ask some of you guys if you want to come through and watch it with me, but that's gonna be a whole thing. Either way, it's a win-win for us. Either way, it's a win-win.
Believe, T, believe. All right, while going for Donna though.
I don't know what's going on with Donna. But listen, going back to the game. I don't know where Ash is.
Big up Gojo every time. I call him Gojo, but it Shaqs.
Something's happened to his computer. So do you know what it is? He tried to
his headset.
He tried to war with one of God's chosen.
No, shut up, man. Shut up. That meant nothing. That did nothing, bro.
Why'd you always try and be fuss Arsenal brothers?
Bro. No. Who? Me?
Tried to war with one of God's chosen men. So karma came.
Wait, who's Giuseppe talking to?
I'm talking to Hooks, bro.
Bro, Hooks just comes out with outrageous takes, bro.
What?
He comes out with these outrageous takes.
What?
Yeah. Firstly, the Invincible one was crazy.
That was crazy.
Wait.
Him fighting a losing battle about Havertz. When Havertz is in the midfield, he's fucked. He doesn't get involved. And do you know what proves my case the most? No, hold on. Do you know what proves my case the most? Guess what proves my case is the Aston Villa game. Because when he's in that midfield, he wasn't a different player. He may have gotten through on goal, but where did his finishing go all of a sudden?
Players should score every game. I forgot. Show me the player.
No, but if you get 4 clear-cut chances, if you have 4 clear-cut chances, I expect you to score 1
in the 9. What now? What now, Saad?
What do you mean? What did you say? Sorry.
Havertz played in the 9 in our last game and didn't score. So where do we go from here now, Saad? Where do we go?
No, but he was involved in the build-ups, bro. He was involved in the build-ups to the goals.
You can't be involved in the build-up to goals if there's no goal. So where do we go?
Do you know where I stand? Do you know where I stand in that regards? Yeah, when he's playing that midfield role, Arteta depends on him being the man that gets through that gap and is through one-on-one win goal. Yeah, that was clearly the game plan to get Havertz in that position because they've done it 4 times, bro. So it clearly was. That was the idea.
Give me your phone. Shout for me, please, bro. I want to meet him. We got some. I got some things I need to talk to Arteta about in it. So if you know him, let me know.
Bro, that was clearly the idea. You could see it from the pitch. You could see from what was happening. That was our idea, to try and get Havertz into that pocket of space, or to try and get him into that lane where he's going through on goal. And he has so much space in behind. Yeah, that was clearly the idea. So
But
when
you know what the reality is?
he was the one who was supposed to be scoring in that game. So that was his job, and he failed.
But do you know what the reality is? Do you know what the reality is? I actually don't care if you man don't like Havertz in the 8, or you think he's shit in the 8. I actually really
stream always start with this Havertz debate every time.
I don't know, bro. It always happens.
It wasn't me this time. It wasn't me this time, because I actually started the stream with Saka. I didn't even mention anything about Havertz. It was these man. Do you know why they do it? Because they know that it's amazing content, yeah, and it brings in the money. That's why they do it, yeah. So the reality is,
okay.
I do not care if you think he's shit. The only thing that I know is you can go back through any of the streams, the streams that I've been on, and I'm the only one, yeah, that backed Havertz from the start. The only one.
No, 100%. I've given you flowers. I've given you flowers.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of backed him as well, bro. I said give him a season. I was before you come. Before I swear down. Before you come, I was the Havertz backer. I was the Havertz defense league, bro. But not your level of Havertz defense league. I want to put that out there. But I was a bit like, listen, give him time, new team, Chelsea curse, and all that. Like, you know what I mean? So I was there, but not on your level, bro.
Yeah,
and then I
did
go off. Then I did go off a little bit when you took my reins, and I was like, yeah, fuck Havertz for a little bit.
Listen, Ash wanted to rebuttal what Hooks was saying. So let's give him a
sorry guys, technical difficulties.
Wait.
Failed. His computer failed. No, Hooks, you've spoken enough. So let him just say what he wants to say.
We have to swing ball and chain and bring out all kinds of weapons to attack me. Oh, why?
No, there was no weapons. He just wanted to
I just wanted to have my say. That's all.
He wanted to have his say. He let you speak.
Can I not speak, Hooks?
He let you speak. He let you speak. And then once you spoke, look at this. This is how fraudulent Hooks is, yeah? Because I now give Ash his time to speak, and then Hooks starts talking over him.
Yeah, I didn't talk over him. Because he hadn't started speaking. Go on.
Hooks, yeah, but you interrupted his time.
Tell me the things that I don't care about. Let's go.
Hooks, I respect your thing so much that I even left the thing so you could speak freely, bro. So I don't interrupt you. Like, give me the space.
You didn't even need to hear what you said, because he'll just play last video and then rebuttal that.
Yeah, I didn't even talk about Havertz, bro. I was talking about making a bet of Arsenal going invincible next season. That's what I said.
Yeah, tell him about that.
Hopefully. But look, I just want to say on the Havertz thing just quickly, like, I agree Hooks backed him from the beginning, but I still don't think we're wrong, because we were against him playing midfield, which, by the way, because it's funny you say Arteta, he's the manager, he knows this. Arteta himself realized he made a mistake, right? Because mid-season, he dropped him to the bench. He didn't move him to striker. He dropped him to the bench for a few games, if you remember. And then when we were stinking it up up front, when Jesus was stinking it up front, from January onwards, he started playing Havertz up top. Now, here's the thing, yeah? I think as a striker from Jan, he's done well. Fair enough. I'll give him his flowers. I think as a striker, I didn't think even as a striker he would do okay, right? I thought even as a striker, he's above average at best. Initially, when we got him, I thought he's coming in to be a squad player, to be a rotational option for Jesus and Odegaard and all. I thought, you know what, that's not bad. I don't like the fact that we spent 65 million. I think that's crazy. We could have used that money elsewhere. But it is what it is, right? As long as we get the other targets. But here's the funny thing, you know, even though we say he's done well as a striker, how come most Arsenal fans still want us to go in the summer and buy a striker? Because if he's the solution, and if he's been really good from Jan until now, then that's it. Stick with him. Let's focus on other positions, right? But if you ask every Arsenal fan right now, they'll still tell you, let's get a striker. And not because of Jesus. Nobody's going to tell you, let's get a striker to replace Jesus. Because if you're trying to get someone like Tony or Osimhen or all these guys we've been talking about all this while, Gyökeres, whoever it is, you're not getting these guys to be backup like for Havertz, right? You're not getting them to be starters, to be replacements for Jesus. Because if Havertz has been killing it, then guess what? We have good profile of strikers then. Jesus is a good, different kind of striker to Havertz. Havertz is our main guy, good in the air, you know, like decent finish, whatever it is. Over the last couple of months, he's been good in finishing. So why do you want a striker, Hooks?
Because I believe that Havertz will take over as the false 9 from Jesus, and we will get an out-and-out number 9 who can be a different option to when we don't want to go with the false 9. That's why I would still get a striker. My striker would be coming in to relieve because Jesus doesn't necessarily have to leave Arsenal, but to relieve Jesus of ever playing number 9 ever again. I see him going out to the right wing as backup to Saka now. At
Hooks,
best.
there is not a single striker in the world that we're currently linked with who's coming in to relieve Havertz. Gyökeres, Tony, all these guys we're talking about are coming in to be starting strikers. I know, obviously, we're going to rotate players, but there's a difference between
Exactly. So then, what's the I don't know. I don't understand.
because
Wait, don't you want more quality players at your club?
I agree. But I'm saying all the players we were talking about before, like Tony and all these guys, they're coming in to be starting strikers, and occasionally we
Play
bench them and
majority of
start
the
someone
game.
else, like Haaland,
Not Tony. I don't start Tony. Over
Okay,
Havertz.
fair enough. Not Tony. I'm just giving examples because these are the strikers we've been speaking about over the past 6, 7, 8 months. Tony, Osimhen, Gyökeres, Sesko, whoever you want to name. These strikers are not leaving their current clubs to come to Arsenal, even though we're really good. We're one of the best clubs in the world, top 10 for sure. They're not leaving their clubs right now to come to Arsenal to play second fiddle or to rotate with Havertz or to compete with Havertz, right?
We don't know that. We're not
Of
having.
course we do. What do you mean?
We're not having the conversations with them. We don't know.
I think Gyökeres would. I think like someone of
we don't know what
Gyökeres or Isaac would.
No.
No, they wouldn't.
We don't.
No, but
listen,
Victor Gyökeres just scored like a
we don't
a
know.
record amount of goals in
40
the Portuguese league. By the way, the Portuguese league is. Did you know that the Portuguese league is the closest to the Premier League in regards to physicality, in regards to speed of the game? It's
Look
the
at what happened to
closest.
Nunes.
It's the closest.
Nunes-
No.
Yeah,
But
it's not-
Nunes. No. Hold on. With Nunes, there's a clear and obvious thing that happened with Nunes. Nunes was a winger. Nunes wasn't a striker, bro. He wasn't a number 9. They tried to play him as a striker. They tried to put all of the
No. To be
all of
fair,
it on him,
Nunes was a striker, and they brought him in to be a striker. And guess what? They started him last season every single week. He sucked it out. He was flopping on the pitch, which is why they dropped him eventually. It didn't work, which is why they spent that kind of money on him in the beginning, because they thought this guy is going to be the competition to Haaland, because he came with a big reputation from Benfica. It didn't work. My point is, whatever striker we get right now, right, unless we go and get someone who's not a big name, unless we go get someone from the South American League or we get someone from some of the other top 5 leagues who we know this guy's not unknown, he's not coming in to be a main striker, he's willing to sit on the bench and compete, then I understand. This is why I don't agree when people say, not I don't agree, but I don't understand when people say get Neto or get Rafinha. These guys are not coming in to be bench players, right? When they know we have Saka. No, let's assume they're not injury prone. They're not coming in to play second fiddle to Saka. As much as we want to, they're not going to do it.
Can I say something though?
Go ahead.
There's this thing of when you're signing these guys like Gyökeres or Neto and these man, you're not telling them you're coming in to be second fiddle to anyone. You're saying we are a squad. Yeah, we will all be in the squad. You need a squad to win the league, and if you want to come here, if you want to be part of a team that wins potentially Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues, you got to come. Hold on. Hold on. But then that's for the player. Can I say something? That's for then the player to have enough confidence in himself to be like, well, I'm going to stay in that team then. If Gyökeres is the striker that we will say he is, he ain't just going to be dropped because we want to rotate. If man's scoring 2-3 goals, 1 goal every game, and he's scoring, he ain't going to be on the bench. He'll stay in the starting lineup.
There's a certain hold on 1 second. There's a certain there's players that when you're getting players in, yeah, players are gonna make demands for a certain amount of game time. Yeah,
exactly.
And with that game time, you can't just say to them, "Oh, well, I know you've made that demand for game time, but we're a squad, so you're gonna play when you're picked." They're gonna be like, "What? Are you skunked, bro? I'm getting offered contracts over here, contracts over there from teams that actually will go win the league."
So you say that?
No, that's okay. So then we go to the second option, and then the second option says the exact same thing. Then we go to the third option, and the third option does the exact same thing. So you can't. That's not how you deal with it. They're gonna make.
This is not FIFA career.
This hold on, sorry. We ain't Arsenal 3 years ago, bro. We ain't dead Arsenal. We're top level Arsenal right now. Yeah. So we got to realize Man City signed Jack Grealish and these men spend most of their first season on the bench, bro. They barely play. Yeah.
But that's the difference. But that's the difference, because City have shown that they've won many times before by doing this. So now when players go to
We've
their
won nothing.
when players get approached by City, they know, yeah, I'm gonna be another Grealish, I'm gonna be another Mahrez, I'm gonna be another this, and that's okay because I can prove myself. Then I'm going to a team that's the best, that's currently top of the world.
And
bro,
also,
people
and
like-
also,
people like
and
Declan
also,
Rice
just
take us
hold
over
on,
these men.
just to add on to that, yeah, just to add on to what Ash just said. Also, the biggest one for Manchester City is Pep Guardiola. People say you're gonna work with Pep Guardiola, bro. That in itself will improve your career by a massive amount, bro.
I agree.
Because you're working
I
with one of
agree.
the best.
I'm not trying to be
Because
funny.
you're working with one of the best managers in
I
world
agree.
football.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny, yeah. But this person who you're calling the best manager in the world, yeah, need I remind you that Arteta is not too far off with where he's got Arsenal in terms of competing with this person. Like, he's not too far off.
Yeah,
That's
like,
far away in terms of appeal. Let's relax.
Footballers,
Can I
like
rebuttal this better than
perspective-
Hooks?
No,
Can I rebuttal
footballers'
this better than
perspective
Hooks, please?
is very different, yeah, to how you see it as fans. Because as fans, you have that kind of element in your head of, oh, it's going to be another season where we don't win a trophy. But I'm telling you, footballers are looking at our team, our squad, and seeing the level that we're playing at, and they want to be a part of that, because in their mind, a Gyökeres will go, oh, if I join this Arsenal team, I can take them to the next level. I can help them. It's the same with Declan Rice. Declan Rice clearly looked at what we did last season and went, no, do you know what? I'm gonna join this Arsenal team and I'm gonna make something happen.
Yeah,
it's not all black and white
That's-
and
That's where they. That's where your argument falls. That's when your argument. That's where your argument collapses. That's where your argument collapses. Do you know why your argument collapsed? Do you know why your argument collapses in itself? Because do you know why your argument collapses on itself? Is because people would not go to Manchester City because they know they're not going to get played. They know that they're gonna be on the bench. They would come to Arsenal. They would come to Arsenal because they would come to Arsenal. They would come to Arsenal not because they think they can take us to the next level. They would come to Arsenal because they think they will get more game time at Arsenal because we are still up and coming and we still haven't won anything yet.
Can I say something?
Anybody?
No, not in dreamland.
Hold on.
Can
I say
not in your
something,
mind. Give me
This
a
isn't
player.
real.
Give me a player who
So
is the player?
if we're going for Alvarez,
No.
Alvarez, yeah.
Who was
Let's
the
say we're
player?
going for Alvarez.
Who was the player that backs the point that you just made now? Who?
But
Who was
Declan
the-
Rice.
before we go on,
Declan Rice.
hold on.
No,
Before we go on
Declan
to that
Rice
point,
came to Arsenal because he wanted a challenge.
can I
That's why
say
he came
something?
to
Can I say?
How do you know that? Okay, go ahead,
Listen,
G. Go ahead, G.
Listen, yeah.
Oh
So
my
rebuttal
God.
the other thing, yeah, with the manager and that. Obviously, we ain't gonna talk about him being Pep's level. Cool. But what I will say is a lot
That's
of players that have signed extensions that have joined the club, yeah, most of them themselves have come out in interviews and said the manager was a big reason they've come to our football club because they had a conversation with this guy and they're like, oh, can't say nothing. And this is stuff that we don't get to hear. We don't know what Arteta's told them, where he's moving, and they're seeing. The thing I will say with Rice is he would have been playing every single game for Man City this season. And we saved the Premier League by signing this guy because the Premier League would have been done if they'd signed Rice. Yeah, it would have been done for the next 5 years, bro. Yeah,
They would have won it
but
ages ago.
regardless of this, yeah. If you think that if we pay I generally don't think you guys believe that if we pay the release clause for Gyökeres, he's going to say no to Arsenal. Do you think he's
Guys,
gonna say no to Arsenal?
No. Okay. So let's backtrack a little bit.
I'll be right
Because
back.
my point is we do need a striker, and Gyökeres will join because he knows he's going to be the starting striker. I'm saying that this proves Hooks' logic about Havertz being where we think he is, because the fact is Havertz is having a purple patch right now, which is why we're all asking for a striker in the summer. If Havertz, one sec, G.
Yeah,
If Havertz's form is not a purple patch, we shouldn't be saying get a striker, because guess what? We have 3 amazing strikers. If we go by Hooks' logic of saying Gyökeres, Trossard, Jesus, and Havertz, these 3, right?
Jesus is not an amazing striker.
But once I don't care what you're saying. Arteta's played him as a striker for majority of his career. That's all I care about. Where does Arteta see him? That's what matters.
You said your words were amazing striker by very definition of the word.
No. I said 3 major strikers, not amazing. They're not. I don't think this is amazing. Obviously, what I'm trying to say is.
Wait, what do you mean when you say major? Then what are you trying to say?
The main strikers of Arsenal. If you look at the main strikers of Arsenal, I'm not counting Nketiah. It's Jesus, it's Havertz, it's Trossard. These are the only 3.
Okay, so I don't understand what you're trying to say. Like, you need to make your point clear, because
I'm trying to say if you go for Gyökeres, I'm trying to say that Havertz. I'm trying to say that the reason we're going to be getting a striker in the summer, I think,
is because of Jesus. Yeah, because you.
It's because of Havertz. No, I think.
I don't see it as because of Havertz.
It can't be.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Hooks, let me land.
Okay, just to let you know, you can't say these two things. Havertz was signed as a midfielder, and we're now signing so we can't be signing a new striker because of him, because he was signed as a midfielder. Hello,
Hooks. No. Let me land. I'm saying the reason we're getting a striker is because neither Havertz nor Jesus nor even Trossard are players who should be starting strikers for us throughout the Premier League season. We need someone, of course, there's no one of Haaland's caliber, but we need someone who can get us to that quality. That's what I'm trying to say. So when you go to Gyökeres or when you go to Osimhen or when you go to Tony, right, you're not going and telling them, guess what? We need squad rotational, this and that. You're going to compete with Havertz. You're telling them, you are my main man. Oh, what about Havertz? He's been amazing last season. I don't give a shit. You're my main man. Havertz is going to be playing second fiddle to you. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
I think this is the way that you think. I don't think this is the way that.
No, it's not the way I think. Because, by the way, if Arteta doesn't get a striker this summer, then he thinks like you. He thinks, you know what? I'm happy with what I saw from Havertz last 3 months.
I want a striker because when Havertz comes off the pitch, the person that fills that place is Jesus, and that is not a good enough backup to be coming on. So I want a striker.
You see Havertz, I want to say with Havertz, first of all, we know Havertz is a versatile player. So therefore, I do believe he is. I do believe, because I think
where do you think he can play? Where do you think he can play outside striker?
I think you can play him on the right.
No.
But he's flopped there at Chelsea. Yeah. Why would he play him on the right?
He flopped everywhere at Chelsea, bro. We can't compare that. Bro. Listen, here's the thing I do want to say. Everyone's hold on. I don't even want. I'm not even the ultra Havertz defender. But what I'm going to say is this: is Havertz. I don't want to say this is a purple patch for Havertz because we don't know yet. Yeah, because all I know is that he's coming to a team that actually care about him and actually like him, a manager that's actually put his arm around him and is actually molding him. The guy's 24 years old, so it's not too late in his career. We see him at a young age have the levels, yeah. So I'm going to take it more as potentially that Chelsea time was a flop, because I've seen loads of players flop at Chelsea. Same way I've seen loads of players flop. That's why I would take Jadon Sancho in the summer. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. If we could get him cheap, if we could get Jadon Sancho for like 30 million. Cheap. Yeah, no, I'm saying, but obviously I'm not going to spend 60 million or anything like that on him. But if you could get him, I'd take him, because I believe that under Arteta, this guy, you would be better than he was at Man United. Forget him at Man United. The same way I want to forget Havertz. Havertz had an interview yesterday and said that he's adapted his game. He's now learning to adapt his game for the Premier League. He said that he did, and the funny thing is, he said now he's here, he's starting to get it. He weren't coached at Chelsea, bro. He had like 4 different managers. Yeah, that weren't actually coaching him, bro. Look at Chelsea where they are now. So this is why I say I think it's unfair to say Havertz having the purple patch.
Okay.
But why do you think you play on the right?
Wallahi, listen, I want to move on from this conversation.
Yeah. I just want to end it on this. Yeah,
end it on something.
Even him playing in the 8, he might be able to play in the 8 in the future. Like next season at Arsenal, once he's bedded into the team more and he starts understanding more and he's adapting his game a bit more. I'm not saying he's going to be the main guy there, but he's an option there in certain games. He will be more of the rotation player in our team, where he can play here, there. The certain games he might play up front, certain games because listen, the striker ain't going to play every game. Yeah, unless he's piling in goals and you just can't drop him, no one's going to play I don't think anyone should be playing every single
I
game.
genuinely feel,
Yeah?
as Arsenal fans, we live in this weird,
Yeah, we do.
utopian world where
Ash.
we think this is FIFA and I will go get this, as if players don't think, as if players don't ask questions. First of all, Havertz cannot play in the mid because he doesn't have any attribute that works in the mid. Secondly, all I'm saying is, by the way, I'm praising Havertz over the last 3-4 months. I think he's amazing. I just think if Arteta believes Havertz has been amazing as a striker and he wants to continue with him, he's not going to go for the profile striker you guys are thinking about. He will
Because
go for some young,
Ash,
unknown striker and
Ash,
play him, because
I'm
Gyökeres
gonna
and all
ask
these
you
guys
this.
will not join
I'm going
us.
to say this to you.
Guys.
There's certain things.
Guys,
Sorry,
wallahi,
there's
the
certain things we
come
can't
on,
do.
guys,
We're going round in circles.
guys.
Ash is
End of. Listen, the
let me
conversation. Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. That's it. You ended the conversation, please, guys.
Yeah, can I land this last point? This last little one
Giuseppe,
point.
wallahi, I've had to hear
It's
you
not
say.
about Havertz.
I've had to
Let him,
hear
let him,
you
let
say.
him have the last point. I'm not going to
Yeah.
rebuttal. I swear. I
Yeah.
swear. I'm gonna be quiet.
What I'm gonna say is you don't know if we might change the system, because when he's been playing in the center in the 8 position, yeah, we've had a donkey at left back. Now, when you're in Timbers at left back and he can invert from the left hand side into that midfield, we don't know if it will work. And you're nodding your head, but you're not a manager either, bro. So you're nodding your head.
I don't want to rebuttal
we have
because
to
I don't want to
wait
keep the topic going.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
rebuttal that, but I'm not
There's too
going
much,
to.
No,
there's too
no-
much arrogance
no,
here.
but what I'm trying to say is we
Fan
don't know yet. But to say we don't know yet, this is what I'm saying. But
Yeah,
of
man.
course we're gonna go and get a striker, bro. Arteta's come out and said we're gonna get a striker. And listen, if Havertz is playing good, he has to be playing, bro. If this striker's playing good, he has to be playing. It's as simple as that. We need what's best
No
for the team.
worries. No worries, not a problem.
You did
Listen,
this, by the way, Sard, so you know me
Havertz is no. I'm not vexed. I'm
We'll
just.
come to this
I'm
end
a
of
bit-
the transfer window. We'll come to
yeah.
it.
Listen, the end of the season, we're gonna have to have a conversation about how he's versatile, because I think he isn't versatile at all.
Me neither.
At all. I think he's been. I'm just ending it off on this, and nobody else can rebuttal me. Yeah, because I'm taking lead here, so nobody else can rebuttal me. Yeah.
That's where we
Hold
are.
that. Yeah, hold that, broski.
Peter.
Don't make me mute
Okay.
all your mics, because I
Mute
can
me.
mute all your mics.
Mute me.
يلا سير. كيف حالتك؟ I can remove. There you are. Look at him. Look at him.
Yeah, that's what
Hooks is too funny. But listen, I'm just gonna say this: he's not versatile, bro. We've just about found a position where he's decent at. Yeah, he can't play anywhere else. He has no attributes supporting him playing right wing. He doesn't have the speed. He doesn't have the
he makes very good runs.
the ability on the ball.
He's intelligent.
Okay, that's
He does have
perfectly
ability on
fine.
the
He can make. Okay, hold on. No, to play on the wing. On the
With
wing, he
confidence,
doesn't.
You're starting to see
On the
him play
wing, he does.
with
On the
confidence.
wing, he doesn't. He can't take on a man.
You
So,
haven't seen him play on the wing
that's,
for Arsenal.
that's fine. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. In the midfield, like I said, and Ash said, he has no attributes to support a midfielder at all. That is
High
regardless
energy.
on that. Hold on, Yahi, please,
He tracks back.
please. Okay, that's fine. We're muting his mic. So not only is does his attributes, none of them can support somebody to be able to play in the midfield. None of them. Do you understand? Because he doesn't have he isn't press resistant in the midfield. He doesn't like to get onto the ball, and he doesn't like to find passes in the midfield or create plays. He doesn't like to. He doesn't. All he does in the midfield is when he gets the ball, he just drives forward, and that's not somebody that you want in the midfield. In that position, you have to be able to offer something defensively as well as offensively. All he does is offer the offensive. He doesn't offer any of the defensive help. Reason why. Hooks, I know you just unmuted your mic, bro. Wallahi, aqsamu billah, I'll move you from the whole thing, and you're just sitting in the backstage for a second while I can learn my point. He doesn't have it. Energy. He shows none of the energy on the pitch. None, because he doesn't like to get involved. That's it. So listen, we're gonna move. We're gonna move. That's fine. That's fine. We can lie, but that's all I'm landing on the point. I want to get
the channel. You're lying.
Listen, big up to subscribers. I'm sorry I lied to you, but it is where it is. Anyway,
it's all facts.
I wanna go to the game. Ash, you didn't give us your thoughts on the game. Don't speak about the penalties and don't speak about
no. I won't.
No, just because we're gonna tackle those as separate topics.
Yeah.
In a second. Yeah.
Look, I think the game was, honestly, this was one of the best games I've watched us perform in, and I'll explain why. Because some people will be like, "Oh, what about Brighton? What about this? What about Chelsea?" This I can guarantee you, given the form Bournemouth are in, I think this game last season we probably would have drawn or lost. Right? Last season, Bournemouth had came to our ground and we obviously struggled and we won towards the end. That was a way worse Bournemouth than the current Bournemouth team, without the same informed striker. Although he's not really been informed last few games, to be honest. But over the course of the season, he's been having a very good season. And this is a game where you potentially look at and you think, you know what, this is a banana skin. Because I don't know about you guys, if you guys would agree with this. Sometimes I feel we play a bit more nervous at home versus when we play away.
100%.
I think away sometimes we make better decisions. We're a bit more composed and collected. The Spurs game is maybe an exception. That's a derby and all that stuff. But every other away game we play, I just feel we make the right decisions in difficult moments. Whereas yesterday's game at home, that first half we should have been 4 or 5 up. And I was so scared that this could be another West Ham game, the West Ham game at the Emirates, where we destroyed them first half and we just kept missing. I'm like, this better not be another one like that. Because sometimes when we come in front of goal, I don't know if it's the home crowd or something, what happens to the players, they make wrong decisions. Even though there's a clear pass they should have given, there's a clear shot they should have taken. But obviously, it was a very good thing that we got that penalty towards the end of the first half. I think scoring that first goal. I think 2 incidents happened in the first half that completely determine how the game is going to go. One is obviously the penalty that we got that got us the goal. And obviously, once we go 1-0 and second half we come in, I think it was a lot easier then. And the second thing was that Solanke chance when Gabriel gave the ball away in our third, right? Had Solanke scored that and they went 1-0 up, I'm not going to say we wouldn't have come back. I think we have the quality to come back. We're definitely better than what we were last season, but it would have been a very, very tricky game, right? Because now it's not just about coming back from 1-0 down. It's also about the nerves and maybe the players starting to think like, oh shit, is this happening again? Like the Villa game or like last season against Bournemouth or Southampton. And I don't want us to go through that. I think we would have been able to come back, but I don't want us to have another test like that, right? So the fact that Gabriel made that mistake and Saliba cleaned up after him, I think that helped. Hopefully that helped things, because I don't remember Bournemouth having any proper chance in the first half. We played amazing football, I think, in some parts of it. Kai Havertz, I'm going to big him up. He had a very, very good game, not just because of the penalty, but that chance he created for Saka as well when he squared the ball from the left. I don't know why Saka took it first. He could have controlled it, gone a bit forward and finished it, or shoot it a bit harder. He took it so weak that could have easily been like, I think it was 1-0 at the time, could have been 2-0. Trossard, very, very good finish. I love the fact that this guy takes some finishes first time, right? Like he did against Wolves and like he did now. He gets the ball from Declan Rice. And some players, because you see the Bournemouth player closing the angle, some players would have tried to cut and take that shot. He just took it first time because he knew he can trust his finishing ability. Amazing, amazing finish. And Declan Rice, oh my God. I'm going to retract something I said at the start of the season. Not start in the middle of the season. I said he can play as an 8 and as a 6, but I think he's a better 6 than he's an 8. I'll take that back.
Yeah.
Because over the last few games, since he's been playing with Partey and Jorginho, as an 8, this guy is, before anyone gets triggered in the comments, I'm not saying he's a Yaya Toure, but he reminds me of Yaya Toure, the way he drives sometimes with the ball, the way he has that physicality. He cannot get bullied easily off the ball. The way he can finish, the way he can pass, the way he's not as good a passer as Yaya Toure, but he can shoot really well. As an 8, this guy is incredible. And the fact that he has the legs to track back and forth the whole game and cover the distance, bruh, if we keep Partey fit, I think we'll sell him. But if we keep Partey... Go ahead, G.
Yeah, no, I was saying, I told man, I sat on Judge Mo's shit. I don't know if you can remember that. And I was arguing with Mo, and Mo was telling me he can't be an 8. And I was like, brother, this guy can play 8. The way he drives forward and that,
incredible.
That's why. And I said it because I was the guy of all guys that said he was the Xhaka replacement. Everyone Havertz was, he was the Xhaka replacement. It's just that Partey was injured. So by default, he had to go in a 6. And that's why Arteta's just looking at Zubimendi's and these man, because he's looking at for a 6, or he's looking for a guy that can also play 6 and 8. So like him and that player and Rice can rotate throughout the game or throughout games and whatever. Yeah. Declan Rice is class. That pass, bro. That pass that for the Trossard goal was insane. It'll go over people's head of how good that pass was and how intelligent that pass was. And I said it from that game. I said it
quick
from
thinking.
Yeah. Declan Rice is world class, bro. I don't have to argue it. He don't need to win trophies, bro, for him to be world class. Harry Kane's world class. He didn't need to win trophies. This guy is world class, bro. He is. He just
7
is,
goals,
bro.
8 assists. He's already surpassed Chalker's numbers.
And the way he's in the midfield, bro. The way he's just always there, bro. He's up the pitch, and then all of a sudden they're running through and that, and he's there, bro. And he tackles them, and I'm like, bro, where did Rice come from? This guy's insane, bro. And I'm telling you,
Wallah, you can speak, bro.
Yeah, you got to speak over people, bro.
Man's just like
we're at school, bro. Yeah, but Rice.
I promise you, if G was speaking about Havertz, Hooks would have just cut in, right? But
yeah, he wouldn't even have put his hand up. He would have been like,
yeah,
you're talking mad.
But Rice is my guy, bro. I'm telling you, bro. And he probably will be. He probably is the future captain of the football club. I'm not there. I'm not screaming. I'm not screaming for it. I'm not screaming for it. I'm happy with Odegaard because I think you need multiple captains in your team, and we have multiple now. I don't.
And Odegaard is a leader.
I don't think he necessarily needs the armband, but I would not be surprised if he ends up being the captain of Arsenal, bro. He is who the team's gonna now be. He's gonna be the main anchor of this whole team, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Hooks.
I just want a bit of consistency from you, Saad, because if it was I that sat here and tried to make comparison between Yaya Toure and Declan Rice, you would be calling me a fraud.
What did you hear what I said?
Making all of the faces. I just want a bit of consistency.
I didn't compare him. I said he's not as good as Yaya Toure.
I heard what you said. You drew comparison, and then you tried to track back and say, I'm not saying Declan Rice is as good as Yaya Toure, but
stop. That's false. No, that's false. I actually did the opposite. I started by saying before anyone in the comments gets triggered, I'm not saying he's the same. And then I went to explain my point. I literally started.
He did.
Okay.
I started my comment by first giving that warning because I knew people will go crazy. I didn't know someone in the panel will take it personally, but I literally said he's not as good as Yaya Toure, but he reminds me of some attributes of Yaya Toure because of the way he's physical and the way he runs.
I guess we'll never know.
Carrying the ball. But he's not as good as Yaya Toure, obviously. No, we will know because we can go back to clips.
But it makes sense though because Yaya Toure is his idol, innit? So.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He does.
And we also forget that he's only recently, I think, turned 25, bro.
He still has time. Bro. He has
this
time.
Guy's 25. That's young, bro. That's younger than me, bro. That's younger than everyone on this panel, right?
Yeah.
He's younger than everyone on this panel.
He is. You don't need to ask again.
Yeah, he's younger than you, Hooks. He's younger than you, bro.
Yeah. He's younger. Yo, it's crazy, you know, that he's younger than
bro.
Me.
Arteta is younger than Hooks.
Hey, why are you doing Hooks dirty like
bro,
that?
I heard that. I heard Roy Hodgson is younger than Hooks.
Why are we dunking on Hooks, bro?
No, Hooks is a historian. When I mention old players' names, he knows them immediately. So I'm like, yeah, this guy's been watching football for
man. Do you know what? Yeah, like it's like I said, yeah, because I asked the question. I think it might have been February or March. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I asked the question. I'm pretty sure everyone here was on the panel as well. Is that have we finally got our Patrick Vieira replacement? And I firmly believe that Declan Rice is probably the closest as Arsenal fans that we're ever going to see to a Patrick Vieira type player at Arsenal again. And it's taken us long enough to
Hooks, I remember that question. So I'm going to ask you the same question I asked about Saka and Henry. Do you think Rice could ever take over Vieira in terms of legacy status at Arsenal? If he wins like 3 leagues and a Champions League and all that stuff? Or will Vieira still remain number 1 for you no matter what happens? Because you said, and I'll tell you why I'm asking this question. I'll tell you why I'm asking this question, because I told Hooks, imagine if Saka continues the way he is in terms of GA for the next 10 years or however it is. Let's say he wins 1 or 2 Champions Leagues, not even 2. Let's say he wins 1 Champions League and 3 or 4 leagues and all that stuff. Then is there a chance Saka would overtake Henry? And you said no.
No,
but there is a difference.
No, that's because it's Henry, bro. Like
this is Vieira.
But it's Henry, bro. Like, don't get me wrong, Vieira, massive, love the guy, captain, massive legend at Arsenal, all of that. But bro, Henry is Henry, bro. Like,
Yeah, Henry's like
mean,
one of the
like-
best ever players, bro.
Bro,
Ever. Like, not
Henry-
just
So you
Arsenal,
guys are saying no one can
Henry-
overtake Henry ever
Henry
at
is the
Arsenal?
fire at Arsenal, bro.
Can I say my point on Henry is not to say they can't surpass their accomplishments for the club as Henry. Of course, if Saka goes to win like 3-4 Premier Leagues and a couple Champions Leagues, of course, for the club, technically he's surpassed Henry, but he will never be a better player than Henry.
Bro, he will never be Henry, bro.
No. I didn't say better player, guys. I said legacy. Like from a legacy, because by the way, some people say our best ever player was not Henry. Our best ever player was Bergkamp. If you just look at football player in itself, even Henry says that. So I'm asking, in terms of legacy, do you guys think Saka can overtake Henry and can Rice overtake Vieira?
Yeah, of course they can.
In terms of legacy.
Of course,
that was my question.
Saka ends up becoming the all-time goal scorer, for example, for Arsenal, and he's got Champions Leagues for Arsenal and Premier Leagues for Arsenal. He's
and at least won a double. For me, he would have to do it. He would have to do some doubles.
Nah. Champions League.
I don't care about double. If he wins a Champions League, I don't care about the double.
But he has to do some doubles.
Anyway,
Champions League is unprecedented. But anyways,
listen, I want to get on to the penalties. So and the decisions. You know, this game. There was loads of chatter, loads of talk about decisions and some dodgy decisions made in the game. I want to start off firstly with the Saka incident, because for me it's a straight red. For me it's a straight red. I don't understand how he hasn't been red carded. Guys in the people in the chat as well, make sure you're letting us know your thoughts as well, but for me, it's a straight red. I don't know how he's staying on the pitch.
He was dripping blood. He had holes in his leg, bro. I don't know how the referee's not gone, yo, VAR, like, have you not seen something? I'm looking at the brother's leg. He's bleeding.
Even that, the bleeding thing, you know what wound me up the most about the bleeding thing is that he's looked at that and still not thought it's at least a yellow card. Like, okay, maybe you don't want to give the red, but how can you see man's leg cut like that, bleeding, and not give a yellow card for that? At least that's criminal, bro. And the thing that pisses me off the most about this is the third game in about the last 4 or 5 games where we should have had a player sent off against us, and they haven't. That hasn't mattered because we've won our games. But they're that, bro. We could have had Havertz injured, Saka injured, and Tomiyasu all injured for this last running in the game for these decisions these tackles that happened. So it's crazy and criminal.
I've seen all three of them. There was a Jackson one. There was the which one was the other one, man? There was Jackson who went in on Havertz.
Kilman. It was on Havertz.
No, Jackson was on Tomiyasu.
Kilman was on Havertz, and then now this one on Saka, and I think
Christie.
all three of them, Christie. Funnily enough, this guy went the whole game, and only until the end, only until the 92nd
got a
minute
yellow
is when he gets a yellow card.
And I think
that is disgusting.
And I was watching it, and after that thing, he made like 2-3. He pulled a shirt when we're attacking. He pulled Saka's shirt. He made another challenge that was late on I think it was Trossard, and he got no cut. I was like, what is going on, bro? This guy could have been sent off twice in this game. He could have been sent off twice in that game, and he hadn't even got a yellow yet. It was criminal. And that, you know what? If see that challenge for me, I'm not against that challenge kind of not being a red card. If that challenge just period in the game is not a red card, because his foot's in the air, it happens. You miss the ball, you're both going for it, and you miss it. But Fabio Vieira got sent off for something not as bad as that. I've seen Eddie Nketiah get sent off for something not as bad as that. So
that's
Crystal Palace. If you eliminate that, like I'm not there going, like the Jackson one and stuff. That was way more of a red card for me than that one. It cut his leg, cool. That happens. It's the game. You know what I mean? I don't think it was the most disgusting challenge on earth. But the consistency of the Premier League and the rules of the Premier League that we've seen, that's a red card, bro. And yet,
bro,
don't get looked at because what's happened to this thing of watching replays? Because I'm not sure if they check it or not. Because sometimes they're checking it and you watch them, they're looking at the replay and the tackle and they're like, oh, and then sometimes you see no replay. Does that mean they haven't checked it? I don't get it, bro.
And the annoying thing is, by
his leg.
By this season itself, they sent off, was it Curtis Jones against Tottenham? When his leg tripped over the ball and went on the shins. And I still think that's a red card. That's fine. And here's the thing, when he saw that Saka had that injury and had that blood coming out of his leg, shouldn't that have prompted you to say, hey, you know what, let me go check the screen? Shouldn't VAR have been prompted to be like, yo, I think this could have been worse than what it is. Hey, ref, go check the screen and make a decision for yourself. Because if you guys remember a couple of years ago when Son and Andre Gomez had that incident, right?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be nasty. If Andre Gomez didn't break his leg, I don't think Son would have got sent off. I
Yeah,
think
no,
because it was a leg break, Son ended up getting a red card because they're like, oh shit, it was that bad of a tackle, right? Because it wasn't
Yeah.
like Son went clear studs up and everyone is like, oh, it is so clear to see, right? So when you saw that bleeding, and you have had the common sense to say, let me go just check the monitor. Maybe I've missed something.
Yeah.
Because
To be
I
fair to the
guarantee you,
ref-
if he goes to the monitor and sees the monitor, 100% he sends him off.
To be fair to the ref, he might have had in his ear them guys going checked for a red. It's not a red card. But where I can't agree with the ref is the fact that he's not looked at the bleeding leg and said, "Well, that's at least a yellow, bro," because you've
But
definitely.
do you
Yeah.
know? But do you
So
know? Do
that's-
you know the
that's
reason why they said it's not a red? Apparently,
because
the
his foot weren't
reasoning
planted.
is the foot wasn't planted on the ground.
Yeah,
Which for me, it doesn't matter if his
Stupid.
foot's planted or not, because anything above the shin and anywhere near the knee, when your studs are showing, bro, should be a red. It's dangerous play. It's a dangerous
Yeah.
play, and anything that is a dangerous play, regardless of whether your foot is printed, whether your foot is planted or not, because you can still not have your foot planted, and somebody can go through and then they can damage your ligaments in your knee.
yeah.
You know what I mean? You could damage your ligaments in your knee, and that could put you out for a whole season, bro.
Furthermore,
And
if
what's
his foot was
and what
planted,
Saka?
if his
Yeah.
foot was sorry, Ash, if his foot was planted, bro, that's his face or his chest that's getting that boot.
Yeah.
How high it
And
was.
not just that, why does it matter what Saka does for you to send off the other player? Whether Saka decided to lift his leg or put it on the floor, plant it on the floor on the pitch, it shouldn't make a difference to you booking someone or sending him
Yeah.
off for a decision he's made. So if I go 2-footed flying into someone and he dodges it in the end by jumping over, that's still a red card, right? It doesn't matter if I stood there or I evaded the tackle. The point
Yeah.
is that intent and you coming in studs up, hitting the player's leg like that, there's no question it should be a red card. It's insane.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's not even a yellow is just mad.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. Next decision that we're gonna speak about is the penalty. A lot of people saying it shouldn't have been a penalty. They're
100%
saying that
opinion.
Havertz looked for the contact. They're saying that he dragged his foot, which he did drag his foot, but
Doesn't
I
matter.
still think it's a penalty. In regards to that one, just from my point of view, I think, listen, players are not told to move their legs. Players are not told to move away from the leg. The actual point that I want to get across is, if you look at it like this, yeah, goalkeeper has gone in for a tackle. He's missed the ball. He's already committed fully. So Havertz, yeah, he's gotten in the way of Havertz's run. Yeah, Havertz has stepped over with the right foot, and his left foot has been caught. Now, a player like is always going to do that. I think it's clever play from Havertz, to be honest, to catch the goalkeeper off guard and to get past him, because he may have been looking for the contact, but the goalkeeper's still gone in.
Yeah.
He's still gone in. Do you know what I mean? And listen, I think if it had gone against us, I think we'd all be fuming. I know what T's saying, but I think we'd have all been fuming if it went against us. It is a soft penalty, but it's still a penalty nonetheless. People are trying to say it's not a penalty. That's not a fact. It's
Sad.
maybe a soft penalty, but it's still a penalty.
So it's happened to us many times, bro. How about that? It's happened to us many times. Let me not talk about the time where David Luiz's kneecap touched the back of that
Wolves.
foot, or when Kane used to do it to us all the time, or the little shove on Son from Cedric. That
Yeah,
season.
man.
Yeah, like all these things, bro. Like, bro, listen. At the end of the day, yeah, Havertz does drag his leg. He doesn't have to move his leg, bro. You don't know if that's how he runs. He obviously was dragging his leg. Furthermore, when you look at it in slow motion, it makes it look so much worse, bro, because it makes it look like man was dragging his leg for ages, bro. When you watch it in real time, bro, man was literally within the second ball, he's been taken out, bro. He's just left his leg there. Now, that's not his fault that you've come into his space and missed the ball, bro. That's not his fault, bro. Otherwise, you could do that with any tackle on the pitch ever. Yeah. Oh, you should have jumped out of the way of my tackle. Even in the midfield, there's so many times where a guy goes in for a tackle, the player jumps it, trips after the jump, and then it's a foul because you've gone in front of him, you didn't get the ball, and it's interrupted the play. Yeah. It's clever from Havertz. And people saying that it's a dive. How can it be a dive when there's contact? He hasn't moved. When Saka got the penalty that I still believe should have probably been a penalty against Brian, but that's a bit different.
It was.
He at least that one you could say man weren't sort of in his path that way, like the way it was in the Havertz one. Havertz was running in a straight line. I used the analogy yesterday, on Mo's channel, bro. If I'm on the sidewalk walking down the street and the Don's on the bike and he then hops on the pavement and drives straight into me, it ain't my obligation to jump out of the way of the bike, bro. Why have you now come into my path and have rid into me, bro? Yeah, I'm not in the wrong.
And the thing is
that people were bare crying about it. Like, I ain't seen Harry Kane, Jota, De Bruyne, Rashford, Salah, all these men I've watched with my own eyes do this and worse. Yeah.
Bro, and even bigger legends like Cristiano Ronaldo, Suarez, Neymar, all these guys. And
game, bro. It's the dark
I'm
arts.
keeping the same consistency that I've said with Saka. For me, Saka's penalty was as clear as this Havertz one. Because the fact is, you cannot say that, he kept his leg. That doesn't matter. That's part of the game. That's actually a skill as well. You know that I'm going to take on the guy and he's going to put out his leg and I'm going to win that foul. Are Saka and Havertz looking for it? Yeah, of course they are. But guess what? As the goalkeeper, it's your problem if you're coming out and not winning the ball. And guess what? Keep your leg away then, right? If you're coming out, keep your leg away. If you don't know how to win the ball and you have missed it, keep your legs tucked in. The fact that the keeper put his leg out, went sliding to try and stop the ball, and he caught Havertz's trailing leg, it doesn't matter if Havertz dragged it there or not. Havertz is looking for a penalty. It's a smart move to move. I'll be pissed off if Havertz wasn't looking for that. Because the moment Havertz went for that dribble, the angle became too tight. So I'll be pissed off if he's like, why couldn't you look for a penalty? Look for a penalty. That's part of the game, right? Because the keeper wasn't being too careful. If the keeper was too careful, he would just come out with his hands out and he would not go sliding in.
Yeah.
To try and avoid a penalty.
You want to win the game, bro.
Exactly. The keeper took a chance by sliding in because he thought he could win it. He couldn't win it. He made contact with the trailing leg. That's it. It's done. It's over.
Yeah.
What is there to even argue about? I don't understand.
There's nothing to argue about. If people want to cry, ask the PGMOL to change the rules, bro, of the thing. Yeah, it happened quick. Once again, when man them are watching replays, I could tell you one that literally happened like a couple weeks ago, and that was Liverpool against Man United when they slid in on Elliot, and he went down before man had even been touched. He was going down.
Wan-Bissaka, same thing, exactly.
Exact same thing, bro. Listen, but man want to highlight it because it's Arsenal and they're so salty that we ain't losing, bro. It's all that is. All it is rival fans,
and you know the
fact that we don't lose these games, so they're clutching on everything. Arsenal are getting all the decisions. Listen, bro, Arsenal ain't getting Arsenal are getting decisions, that are correct. In my opinion, the decision, if people want to say that we're winning the league, we're top of the league right now, or whatever, our only chance to win the league is them helping us. I'm going to tell you that Jesus got kicked the same way Rice kicked David against Villa. We didn't get the penalty. We lost that 1-0. The goal from Havertz weren't really a handball. We got that taken away. The Newcastle game that we lost, Gabriel, forget the ball being out. We can forget about that. We can talk about Gabriel getting rid by their player, bro. Yeah. So all this thing about PGMOL helping Arsenal is a load of bollocks.
And here's the hypocrisy. These same people saying it's a dive and all that crap were the same people saying last week Tottenham should have got a penalty against Arsenal, right? Yeah. For a Trossard thing. When Trossard was just literally running his way, right? And Kulusevski's leg while running his path, his heel or whatever clipped, hit Trossard's knee, right? So if you're saying that was a penalty, how on earth is this one not a penalty? By that same logic. It doesn't matter if Havertz is looking for it or not.
And that's what saved us last week, by the way. That's what saved us against the Spurs one, is that he ran in front of Trossard's path. Trossard didn't if Trossard had run diagonally and caught his knee, I think they would have told the ref to go look at the monitor.
100%.
But the fact that Trossard hasn't changed direction of his run and Kulusevski has changed direction, if Havertz had changed direction and then connected his leg to it, that's different. You've run into that space to get the foul. He's running the same direction that he's going.
Not just that, the fact is Trossard didn't make a tackle. Trossard didn't make any attempt to try and win the ball. He didn't put his leg out to try and win it or anything like that. Whereas the goalkeeper yesterday, actually made a tackle. He actually put his leg out, try and win the ball, and he missed it. That's it. It's
Yeah.
that simple.
Yeah, it's basically saying,
No,
"Oh, well, Havertz, jump out the way and not score and be a good guy
Idiotic,
and don't try
idiotic.
and win the game."
No,
What are
it's
you
just,
talking about, bro?
it's all
Yeah,
bull.
once I said these same guys that used to say, "Listen, nice guys finish last, bro." That saying is true. Yeah,
Well, we ain't finishing
years,
last.
for
That's for sure.
years, Arsenal Football Club were the soft boys, the guys that wouldn't go down. Yeah, that would straight away one of their players is down. Well, we'll kick the ball out for you. Oh, we'll be nice to you. Oh, we won't do this. We won't be a bit scummy, bro. You need the dark arts. You need the thing. These guys just want to pick on everything. Yeah, everything that we do now, and it's starting to piss me off. Like, it's actually starting to piss me off. I see article after article after article, yeah, written online about Ben White touching Vicario's glove, bro. Yeah, this is the extent that these men are going to disregard anything we do. Ben White's a scumbag, touching his gloves. What does that mean, bro? The other day, I can't remember what game it was. I think it was the who was it? I think it was the Inter Milan game. It might be in Champions League. Bro, my man grabbed the other guy's nuts, bro, in the game. Yeah,
It was the Inter Milan versus Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid. Yeah.
And nothing was happening. That's part of the game. These little shithousery things. That is part of football, bro. Yeah, we are from, like, a lot of these guys that say this, I believe maybe they're not from, like, I don't even want to say they're not from England, but they've not ever played football. They don't understand what football is. It's part of the game, bro. When you're in the box on a corner, you're always treading on the guy's toe or like touching him, like touching his leg,
Crowding the keeper, standing in front of him. Like,
you're trying to put them off because a corner is based on concentration. You need to be concentrating. So them little pinches at the back ain't a foul or anything, but you're trying to get their concentration off the game.
I'm so glad you lot have said this. I'm so glad you lot have said this.
What's
so
that?
glad that you guys have talked about this stuff and the keepers and all of this.
Bro.
Yeah. Because the next thing that we're going to speak about, guys, is the disallowed goal.
Yeah.
Was the goal supposed to be disallowed, or in your eyes, was it a goal?
It's a goal.
No, I disagree.
I think it was a goal because I think the first
I agree
infringement.
with Ash.
I think the first infringement was by Saliba before Solanke even came to. I agree. Solanke did have a little shove on Raya. Fair enough.
That's a different story, though.
Right? I agree with that. There was a little shove which kind of put Raya slightly off, so he couldn't hold the ball and he had to punch it. So I understand that. But the first infringement was by Saliba when he pulled, was it Billing? I think it was Billing or whoever it was. He caught his jersey and pulled them away so he doesn't go for the ball. That for me should have been a penalty. The fact that there was an advantage going, I think it should have been a penalty, at least.
Here's the thing, yeah. It was a hard one, right? But I agree with that thing of the pulling back, but I ain't going to say nothing because you know how many times this season alone I've seen our players pulled by their shirts, by their arms, back from corners and that, and nothing given.
It doesn't change the fact that it's wrong, though, G. It doesn't change the fact that it's wrong.
I agree. But I feel like that's now the rule, that certain pulls and that ain't a penalty. I don't know. Like the fact that saved it for us is that it kind of happened simultaneously.
While that was happening,
keepers always get in the box. Keepers always get the thing. They always get the benefit of the doubt. Solanke, what he done was a foul because I don't care what anyone says. He's so, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I rate Solanke for it because it was so sly and so he done it so perfectly. Because when you're jumping in the air, all it takes is someone to poke you. Yeah. And you move, and that's all that happened. He basically barely nudged into him, but because he's in the air and he's going for the thing, he's touched him and he's looked at him before, and he's looked at the keeper. So he knows what he's doing. It's very clever. And if the goal had stood, I wouldn't have been crying about it. I put it like that. I wouldn't have been going, oh, he's like pushed the keeper mad and that. I wouldn't have really been crying about it, to be honest. But for me, you still have to look at that and say that was a foul on the keeper on how they protect keepers. Yeah,
but I still think it's a foul. I agree it's a foul on the keeper. I agree with that, but I also, because I had to watch it back after, because I went on the terrace and I was like, oh no, goal shouldn't have stood. It was this, it was that, it was this, it was that. Yeah, but then I looked back and actually we were very lucky on that on that pull with the shirt.
I agree,
because if that got caught, that'd be a penalty. straight up, because he actually got pulled to the ground. Like there was no it was a slight tug of his shirt. It was a full pull bang. You're slammed to the ground, bro. So we're very lucky that they didn't catch I think it was Billing, the
But I
player
think they did catch
got
that.
I think it
pulled.
was
That's what I'm
Billing.
saying. I think they did catch it. But I think what saved us with that is it's happened simultaneously to the keeper getting the thing. So
No, but if they caught that, it happened. No, but they couldn't have caught it, Giuseppe, because it happened before the contact on Raya. So if they
Correct.
caught it, then they would have given them a penalty, because
The
it happened
tug by
before
Saliba happened
the
first, and then literally a second later was the push on
second
Raya. So
on
the
Raya.
penalty should have taken
I
place
want to
first.
just
I don't
quickly
think
watch it.
yeah, I don't think the goal should have stood, because I think it should have been a penalty, right? But the fact is, they should have got that penalty, and they would have had a chance to score, but it wasn't given. The push on Raya definitely was a push on. There's no question. As slight as it was, it did put Raya off holding the ball, so he was forced to
Yeah.
punch it instead. So I completely
Yeah.
agree with people saying that's a foul. But there was a pull by Saliba first, and that should have been. If that happened to my team, I would have been super pissed off, because I
Yeah.
think Billing had a clear attempt at going for the ball, and he just couldn't go for because of Saliba's pull. And Saliba's pull was clear. It wasn't like it was a half pull or something. It was a proper short pull. So I don't see how. I don't know why it wasn't given.
Yeah, listen, I completely agree, man. I think it was Hooks. What are your thoughts? Because I know you've been away for a hot second.
I don't think it was a foul on Raya, to be honest. Personally, I don't think it was a foul. I've seen a lot worse not given. I've seen us do some dark arts with the keeper and things not be given. I think we'll be very hypocritical if we're trying to call out for that to be a foul on Raya. In my personal opinion, I don't think.
But Ben White has been called, a foul has been called on Ben White a couple of times when he did that on the keeper. He's not always been getting away with it, by the way.
Not always, but there's times where we do get away with things.
But I think Ben White things
But
like
us
him
getting away
standing his ground and stuff. There's a difference between standing your ground and not letting a keeper bully you out of the way, rather than you stepping into a keeper's way when he's going to get something. That's where the difference is, in my opinion.
Maybe so, but I don't know. I think it was a bit unfair to rule out the goal for the whatever happened to Raya. In my opinion.
It's the fact he don't look at the ball. It's the fact that he's looking at the keeper. That's the reason
he was looking at the keeper. Yeah. He knew what he's doing.
He knew what he was doing, bro. He's clever, bro. These men know. Once again, these men know what they're doing. They're not dumb, man. These strikers like Solanke. Solanke's great striker, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. He someone has to pick him up. I don't think he's the level of us, but like if someone like Tottenham get him as a
Tottenham,
striker,
he's the Tottenham level. Yeah.
He'll be a great striker for them because he's a shithouse as well. And he's quality and he's a bully up there. And I'm not gonna lie, he's the sort of guy. If you've got a striker like, say we had like Isaac, say we sold like Jesus and Eddie, and you brought in like him and Isaac as two options as a striker, he's the greatest. He's a great second option for like a.
Where would you play Havertz then?
Yeah, forget that.
I'm not gonna start that again.
But that's
where you are.
He's a great starting guy for a team like that are battling for like European spots, and for a league winning team, he's a great option, bro, off the bench. Like he's not even going to be a main guy. It's like when we're playing a game and we've got Isaac or someone fast paced, a bit different, and it's like last 20 minutes, and you're like, we need something a bit different. You put someone like that on. Yeah, I think he's a great sort of guy like that. I think I rate him. But for me, it's one of them, not here nor there. I wouldn't have cried if that goal had been given. And
if my striker did that against their keeper and the goal stood, I would have been proud of my striker. Yeah. I'd be proud that my striker was able to do it so slyly and get away with it.
But there was a goal this season or last season where Ben White kind of pulled the keeper's hand and then it got disallowed, and it was a banger from someone. I think it might have been a banger from Trossard, bro, from outside the box. And it got disallowed because Ben White pulled the keeper's arm.
I think so. Yeah.
Or something like that. So listen, these things happen. It is what it is, that one. I think, yeah, man, listen. I don't care, bro. People want to cry about it all the time and this and that. There is a foul in there. Yeah, maybe the penalty thing, but I don't know what is a penalty and what is not a penalty with this pull-in stuff. For my opinion, Solanke was never actually Billing was never actually going to get to the ball. Even if he got pulled, he would have just taken our keeper out. the keeper was coming for it. So like,
But
it
that's
is what it is,
regardless,
isn't
bro.
it?
That doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah, yeah. Of
Regardless of
course,
that, it should have been
course,
given. Yeah.
of course. But once
Because
again,
Billing would disagree.
I
Billing would
still-
disagree. Billing would say I probably could have
the
done
only
it.
thing with the pulling certain pulling things, which is that every corner will be like almost like 9 out of 10 corners will be a pen. If pulling is a thing, like, do you get what I mean? That's why I'm sort of like,
Yeah, but
torn.
but that's how it should be though, because I don't think it's a fair advantage to give defenders to be able to hold attackers and pull them down. It doesn't make sense because as an attacker, think about it, right? There is nothing you can do about it. If you are pulled slightly that way, there's nothing you can do because you're not going to be able to get the leap to win the header. You can't push the guy away because it'll be a foul on you. Then obviously you can't retaliate and punch him or whatever you want to do. So it gives an unfair advantage to defenders to be able to pull and hold someone in. I actually think I'm a huge proponent of the side that says any sort of pull or holding in the box should be given as a foul, as a pen. Doesn't matter what it is, because if you are defending whether you're doing zonal or whether you're doing man to man, you can win that ball without touching the other guy, without holding the other guy. You can mark your man without actually pulling him and holding his jersey. Right, so for me, I don't like that because
But I
you're
am
basically
looking back. I am looking back at this though, and at a closer angle, I think he's also got a hold of Saliba's shirt, bro.
I don't
think
know.
when you
I
look
saw
back-
more of a Saliba pull than a Billing pull, to be honest.
But it is what it is, isn't it? They could have given that. I
Yeah.
don't really care. We still would have won the game. But yeah, it's a
Yeah,
it's
I
a
think
tough
we
one.
would
It's
have
the
won
shit show
regardless.
of a thing. Yeah, but once again, like, these guys that want to cry about the dive, apparently Havertz dived and it shouldn't have been a pen. And if they want to talk about the bad decisions, we should have been playing against a 10-man Bournemouth. And the way we was, and he's one of their better players, Christie. He's one of their better players in the midfield, and he was making a lot of blocks. So if you want to say that, bro, listen, we probably would have beat them 5-6-0 if he'd got sent off in that first thing. Because the way we were peppering them that first half, we probably would have got some goals. So if we can be arguing this and that with everyone, could be arguing this and that, but like, if all the decisions were right, we wouldn't have even needed them other two decisions, because your decision would have got your guy sent off and we would have just destroyed you for the rest of the game. Because I'm sorry, the way that game went, 10 men, they would have got destroyed, bro.
Yeah, no, 100%, man. Listen, I think that's it for the game.
Just a T,
unless you want
to just a T's comment. I'm not falling into slanky thing. I think he's decent. I don't think he's levels for Arsenal.
Yeah,
and that, but I do think to call him crap, I think it's harsh.
No, he's not crap. No way, he's crap. He's definitely good, but he's just not an Arsenal, City, Liverpool kind of striker. I think he's more of a Tottenham,
world class.
Yeah. He's a Tottenham, Chelsea, United kind of striker. I think he would work well in these teams if they're willing to give him time and feed him and play to support him and create chances for him. But for a team that's trying to win the title, no chance.
I will also say he's 26 though. He has got some time to become a bit better. He won't be world class, but he's got time to improve as a player. But he was at Liverpool, weren't he, originally?
He was, yeah, and they let him go. I think they made the right choice. I don't think he's Liverpool level.
He was at Chelsea, Liverpool, everywhere.
Yeah. Bro. I just want to add, like, Saad, I don't know if you have another point, but like, I just want to ask, like, does anyone genuinely feel that we can win the title? Because for me personally, I don't think there's any chance. Like, I'm genuinely looking at every single game, thinking, hey, look, I just want us to win our remaining games. We finished 2 points behind City. That is very, very good progress from what we did last season.
Yeah.
We already equal last season's record that we set for goals scored. We're way better defensively this season. We've progressed in Europe. We actually got the better of City over 2 games. For me, this is a massive, massive progress, massive growth. That's why I didn't even bother watching City's game yesterday. Because the Nottingham Forest game, I watched it thinking, you know what, that's the game where I think they could drop points if they do drop it. And if it wasn't for Chris Wood being an oaf, I think they definitely would have scored. He was an absolute idiot. And the funny thing is, he has one of the best conversion rates in the Premier League this season. And yet he missed 3 sitters in front of goal when the score was 0-0 or 1-0. Once that game was done, for me, it was over. I'm like, yeah, City are winning every single game. People are going to say, oh, Tottenham, they've not won. Bruh, bun that crap. They're going to smash the living crap out of Spurs for 2 reasons. One is, Spurs are not going to change the way they're going to play against City. They're going to play the exact same way with that same stupid high line, and City are going to rip them apart. And secondly, I do believe in like mental blocks when you lose in a certain ground every single time. But City broke that this season. They already won there at the FA Cup. They're going to know that, okay, you know what? We can't beat these guys at their ground. We're going to go and do it again. And this is a different city. So for me, the league is over. They're going to win it for sure. But I just want us to win our remaining 2 games.
We've
That's all I care about.
we've also won the same amount of games we won in the Invincible season.
Yeah, 26. Correct.
Mad.
And if we win our next 2 games, we finish 1 point behind our Invincible season, 90 points. It's mad.
Yeah. I think we won't win. I think we need a football miracle, but football miracles do happen. Like, let's be real, that is a possibility. We got to go till the last day, believing that something could happen. That's how the team has to look at every game and how we have to look at every game. But like, I'm not going to be disappointed if City win the title, because I feel like, once again, I said it earlier. I don't know if you were in the chat still, Ash. I said that when we beat Spurs, the way we beat Spurs, I said that's it. City are winning the title because Spurs ain't beating City, and I don't see any other game. Maybe Craven Cottage could have done something, but now I see Haaland coming back and getting 5 goals. It's just I just don't see it happening now, man.
The thing
the way these guys are. Like, if they lose a game now, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I'm gonna be real. Yeah, if they lose any of these last 3 games, they've bottled the league.
If they lose or draw, if they if they lose or draw, we'll win the league for sure. 100%.
Yeah, and if they do that, I believe they've bottled the league.
Yeah, 100% they bottled the league. Oh, easy.
Because of who they are. Because of who they
and
are.
Who they're facing. It's not like they're playing Liverpool away and an informed Chelsea away. They're playing Spurs away, who are in. What have they lost 3 games in a row now? I think 3 games in a row. 4 games in a row, right?
That's the only thing that's giving me that little bit of maybe, because I believe that, like, I've seen it with us, I've seen it with even other teams when they've been trash, when someone's been so bad, they need like almost a performance out of somewhere. I said it earlier, they need like this performance to come out somewhere, and against a big team, they randomly like get like
no, but they're not playing City next. They're playing another team next, and then City, so they could win the next game.
But still, the only thing is, for us to for that to happen, it has to be City come and they just don't put the ball in the back of the net. Like, they just keep missing chances.
Exactly, but I don't see that happening. But
I don't.
You know what?
I
can't lie. For me, I'm just looking at it like this. Yeah, just as like an ending or closing statement. I think for me, looking at this league now, we need a miracle. Yeah, as funny as it is, we're playing Man United next. You know, the whole Hoyland thing. I'm waiting for a miracle and all that. I'm literally waiting for a miracle, bro. I'm literally waiting for a miracle, and I'm hoping that miracle can come. You know what? I've made a promise to myself that I don't even want Spurs to win the game, because I just want them to lose overall. I don't care about them. I hate their club way more. Than
way more than you want us to win the league.
No, don't. He's lying, bro.
Come on, son. What you want about?
If someone comes to you right now, bro, because I'm not even gonna lie, this guy, you know why he's a fool? If someone comes to him right now, a genie, and said, "You give me £100,"
no, but if
you give me £100, okay, Spurs win that game. He's
if they can,
out,
no,
exactly.
if they can win against them, then I'll have to just take it. But I'm not gonna go in. I'm not gonna go in there like cheering them on and saying, come on, Spurs, do something. Like, if it happens, it happens. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I won't even be watching the games. Like, honestly, after Nottingham Forest, I'm not watching a single City game. Let them win all their games. It's because they are gonna. Because honestly, it's the hope that kills you. Imagine you watch Fulham or Tottenham, you're like, oh my god, maybe, and then they smashed them 4-5. Bruh,
Ketty's lawyer is onto me.
Nah.
You man are
winning every game.
But
from the wrong angle.
Imagine watching that game and watching like Spurs be like 3-0 up or something.
Listen,
and then City winning 4-3. Bruh, I would break my TV
at this point. But if Spurs win that game, bro, because I am doing a watch along for that game. I have to just in case something happens, like, I'm gonna go crazy in it. So, I had to watch that.
Saad,
game,
I'm so sorry to cut you off. I actually know what will raise your blood pressure even more, Saad, and you guys as well. You know what will be even more infuriating for us?
If they beat them and then we lose.
No. If City drop points to Fulham, because City play Fulham first. It's a 12:30 kickoff. If they drop points to Fulham and then we drop points to United,
No,
Bro.
I'll break something. I'll break something.
Yeah,
I'll
honestly,
break.
if
No,
that
because
happens,
that
bro,
will
yeah,
piss
it's
me
done
off,
for
bro.
me.
Yeah,
That will
bro.
Yeah, it's
piss
done
me
for
off.
me.
I'll
I
be
will
like,
be so
bro.
pissed up. I'll be like, Arteta out. Probably I don't mean it, but it doesn't matter. I would
You know
actually
what,
say it out
though?
of anger, bro.
You know what's mad as well? Like with the City thing as well. It's like someone was saying to me, "Oh, if I'm Spurs, I play youngsters. If I'm Spurs, I don't go to win the game, and I
Yes,
play
yes.
deliberately crap." And I've said to him, "Yeah, you can't do that because you know what? Like you cannot want us to win the league, right? You cannot want us to win the league, and I get why fans would want to lose the game, but you're now taking it too far if you play youngsters and that because you're taking the real thing. Like Pep Guardiola will probably be pissed off if that happens because he'll be like,
Yeah,
you're taking the integrity out of the league, bro. Because now
exactly.
it looks like we've only won maybe because you didn't try against us. Like maybe that something could have happened in that game. And
Yeah,
then we can sit there and go, look, bro, like what can we do when there's teams frying their game away just so we don't win the league? Like that
and that
takes
won't happen anyways.
it won't. They'll try like Angel. Do you
Yeah,
think these Spurs players care that much about Arsenal? Like they do.
yeah,
They
they
don't
don't.
like us. They don't like us. But it ain't like fans. They're not sitting there going, "Oh, Arsenal." Because what happened? Yeah, if you throw your game away, look like fools in that, and then we just go and win next season the league. And then what did you do, bro? What did you do? You made yourself look like
Yeah.
idiots, bro. Like you finished below Chelsea in the league or something. Like, do you know
Nah,
what I mean?
their
Some of
players
them
and the
do that.
manager will not
Some of
let that
them do.
happen
Yeah.
for sure.
But obviously, I understand like people that are calling out Spurs fans saying you're this and that for wanting them to lose. We'll can banter them for that. But like, let's be honest, we'd be the same. Let's be honest,
We have been the same.
everyone in here probably said the same thing that I did, and put my hands up and everything when I said I'd happily give away that Europa League for them to not win the Champions League. Yeah, that year when we were both in the final, I said if someone come to me and said you both lose, I'm accepting it because they can't win the Champions League.
That's the
That is
hypocrisy.
rivalry.
That's the hypocrisy from certain Arsenal fans. That's in to say, "Oh, look at you! You have such low standards. Why would you want your team to not go and get a what's
Result.
it, top four? Why are you not
Yeah,
trying to push for top four?" And push, bro, if I'm in the same position, bro, bun top four, bro. Yeah, halas,
Yeah.
I play Europa League. It's all good. But yeah, listen, Hooks had to go, but
Oh shit.
yeah. Anyway, listen, people, we're gonna end it there. Listen, I really appreciate everybody who has stopped by, everybody who has tuned in. We're still at 19 people in here, so big ups to you all, absolute legends. All of
Big
the
up.
links to the guys' channels are down below in the description right now. So just go over to the description, click on their channels, subscribe to them, and then get that done for me, people. Yeah, let's get them some subscribers on their channels. They all post content. Giuseppe has been posting a lot of content recently, man. So go
Yeah,
over there.
man.
He's got
Matt.
a load of live watch along. He's got a load of live watch along reactions and stuff like that, and little clips that he puts out from his reactions during the live watch along. So make sure to go over and check his channel out. Also, go check out Ash as well. He drops videos on his channel as well, and also go check out Hooks, who does drop it videos as well. And also subscribe here if you haven't already. Listen, we will catch you on the next one, people. Thank you very much for tuning in. This stream is going to take you over to Lahwa, which is due to start in about 20 minutes. So make sure to go over to there, drop a like on Lahwa, and This Is Football. Subscribe to him if you haven't already. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out, people. Take care. Love you all. Peace.